interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
this one. There it is. Hey, we have audio. All right, we're back.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, now as I was saying, greetings from Buffalo, New York, where we are mourning the deaths of 10 individuals who were senselessly murdered this past weekend. There's no call for this.
No.
It's just senseless and I mean, we got audio now. We're back, Laura. Hi. Anyway, yeah. So today, during the show, for the rest of the night, hell, for the rest of the week, from now until the start of next week's show, merch.thinksojoe.com, tips.thinksojoe.com. Any money we make, we're gonna donate to like funds for the victims. So
That's awesome.
yeah, I think that's you know, the least I can do. It's just a terrible tragedy, and it's, you know, you kind of like see these things happen on TV. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you watch some of these things unfold on the news, and just like, it doesn't really, you know, get to you until it happens basically in your backyard. You know, and it's like, I mean, if we're being honest, I had to look up where that Tops is. I've never been there. I did mark myself safe on Facebook, and I've seen a lot of people like, oh, well, if you've never been to that Tops, you shouldn't mark yourself safe. It's disrespect. How is it disrespectful? I don't know, because I'm just trying to let my family, who is not from here, know that when they heard about a shooting in Buffalo, New York, that I was not one of the people, you know, one of the victims or anything. So I think it's, you know, if you're complaining about marking yourself safe on Facebook, or about people marking themselves safe, I don't know what to tell you. be perfectly honest with you. I don't know. Anyway, so I wanted to get that out of the way. I wanted to address that, and you know, I've got the names right here. So Celestine Cheney, Roberta Drury, Pearlie Young, Hayward Patterson, Catherine Massey, Ruth Whitfield, Aaron Salter, Andre McNeil, Margus Morrison, and Jerry Talley. We're going to say their names, but we're not going to say the name of the asshole who's... Yeah, me too. Absolutely. I think, you know, I've seen people say, oh, I hope he fries. I hope he doesn't. I hope he sits there. I hope he knows what he fucking did, and I hope he sits there and they stick him in solitary, or public block in the you know, public cell.
Yeah.
Let them tell them what, you know, what he did, and let them, handle it. But let him live with what he fucking did. Let him sit in a cell and live with what he fucking did. Killing him ain't gonna bring them back.
No.
I don't, maybe, I mean, I've never had anybody I know murdered, so maybe it'll bring some solace to the family. I don't know. And that's not for me to speak on, honestly. Like, that is for the family, the families of the victims to kind of say, hey, this is what we want.
It's like this whole race thing never ends.
No. And sadly, it's never going to. And that's just terrible. Like, it will never register in my mind how you can see, just because somebody, how you can hate somebody for something that they can't control. You know what I mean? Like their race, the religion they were born into, the region that they were born in, their sexual orientation, just things they can't control. Why you would hate somebody over something stupid like that? Like, I didn't ask to be born a white dude in Buffalo, New York, just like these victims, they didn't ask to be, born black men and women. They can't control that. That's not, so you got these idiots out here, and they're, white replacement. No, fuck that. Who cares? You live in America. Nobody's truly white anyway. Seriously, I mean, I've had this conversation where somebody would be like, well, what's your ethnicity? Like, I'm American. No, like, where are you from? Like, America. Like, no, like, what's your family history? Like, listen, we live in America. Our bloodlines are so diluted here that you might as well just say you're American.
Yeah.
And, we've done things you might not know on a guy who was a racist and was like, I hate these people, and I hate, these people are wrong, and they're they need to be, wiped out or whatever. And then he took a 23andMe test, and it turned out that he was like, 35% black or something like that, right? Like, I mean, wouldn't that be interesting if that comes out and you find out that this dude has black ancestry, right? Like, I'm sure that's not going to be a thing that comes out, but wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah, that would.
But I mean, yeah, it's a terrible tragedy, and I'll tell you, I went to Dollar General yesterday, and it was my first time setting foot in a store since the incident, and it was just weird. It just felt weird, and it just disrupts everything. So, So yeah, this show is dedicated to the victims, and all sales from right now until next Wednesday, merch.thinksojoe.com, tips.thinksojoe.com. We're going to donate that all to whatever charities come out in support of this. So I haven't looked into it yet. So so yeah, merch.thinksojoe.com. tips.thinksojoe.com. Anything that comes in, we're gonna make sure that the victims are taken care of, the residents of that neighborhood are taken care of, and like Tops, for their credit, they're like, well, this store is gonna stay closed for a little while, but we're gonna make sure you can get to another location, or we're gonna make sure we can get groceries to you. And the NFTA has suspended fares on some of the routes that serve that community. So, and I guess Uber and Lyft are also doing something to help out. So, it's great to see this level of support. It just sucks that had to be the reason why.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's So that's the whole heart and the buffalo on the thumbnail, me rocking the Buffalo Sabres gear to start the show today. And, you know, I just want to, you know, my heart goes out to my community, our community. You know, like, it's just senseless, stupid, pointless. And I mean, this kid gets indoctrinated through like 4chan, and 4chan is like notoriously unregulated, right? So like, you're not gonna, you know, like that shit's not gonna, you know, be as prevalent on like a Twitter or a Facebook, but if 4chan, like, nobody gives a shit what you post there. So now you've got all the, you know, you've got, you got more Laura Moore in the chat. And Jasmine's here too. But so now you got, you know, like, can they, like any responsibility really, like, do you think some of the posters on 4chan should take some kind of responsibility and get some kind of punishment for spreading this, you know, theory that this shooter was working off of?
Yeah.
And then you've got idiots on Fox News like, oh no, but that theory's true. Like, no, the fuck it's not. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know if that's true, if they said that, but I've read that they've said that. So, you know, through like probably unreliable sources. But, you know, seriously, it's ridiculous. Anyway, we all need more Laura, says Laura. All right. So, you know, we wanted to address that. We wanted to, you know, pay some respects to the victims and their families, and also put it out there that we are going to donate merch sales and tips to the ThinkSoJoE show for the next week to any charities that we can find that are helping out the victims. The Buffalo Fridge or whatever it was that they were doing. They were taking donations of food and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd have to find that again, but yeah, I mean, we want to do what we, you know, our part, and so that's where we're at. But now we'll try and bring this back to a better mood. So anyway. So you missed out on a killer show on Friday.
Yeah, fortunately.
Yeah. So I was at the Shambles and Cardboard Homestead show, and I got there during the first band, and they were pretty good. Massive Blowout, I think, was the name of the band, and then I can't remember the name of the second band, even though theirs was the name on the drum kit. They were killer too. And then Shambles played. It was like the best Shambles show of originals because they've been playing all these Blink covers, so now their vocals are like on point. So that was killer. And then Cardboard Homestead, somebody went outside. There was a show going on downstairs too. It was a cover band, so that downstairs was packed. And somebody went outside in between Shambles and Cardboard Homestead, and they were telling people, hey, you should come upstairs. You should come upstairs. It's a, you know, $8 cover upstairs. And, you know, that'll, you know, it'll get you in and, you know, enjoy the show. You'll like it. So these girls come upstairs and they're like on stage. This one girl is like on stage with the band, like standing behind Josiah while he's playing, and, you know, standing behind Ian while he's playing. And, you know, there's like Ian had drained his battery in his guitar on accident and didn't have a battery, a 9-volt battery. So he, and then, you know, he knocked over the microphone that they were using to mic his guitar. So he just threw the guitar down and set the mic back up on stage. And this girl is like on her knees in front of this, you know, phallic looking microphone, singing Avril Lavigne as Cardboard Homestead is covering Complicated. And then the next thing I know, she's playing the bass. Ian's wearing a Just One More shirt singing about fucking her dad. And if you don't know Just One More has a song called Father's Day where the lyrics are indicating that the singer fucked his own dad. So it's like, okay, this is interesting. Like, that is an interesting choice for Ian to be singing about fucking her dad while wearing a Just One More t-shirt. And this other girl gets up on stage, started doing jumping jacks and leg kicks and shit. Like, what the fuck? It was bizarre. It was interesting, but it was bizarre. They called it the best worst show ever. And I was instructed to continue on the legacy of the best worst show ever and talk about it. So that's what you missed. You missed some very interesting shit. And when the girls went downstairs before the end of the set after they asked Ian to play a song, he's like, "We're not a fucking cover band." So they go back downstairs. Homestead finishes their set. I go up to the dudes in shambles. I'm like, I don't know what the hell just happened, but I'm pretty sure it involved a fake ID. And there's video of this. Like it all came up in the group chat like just an hour or so before everything happened on Saturday. So it was like, oh man, I don't really feel like putting this out there, but I did share one of the videos up on my Facebook page. So let's see. So Laura says, let me pull this up now because it's buried under my browser over here. Where are we here? Laura says, bring back ThinkSoJoE gaming. Eventually. I just haven't had the time. She also says she's got her Xbox 360 and NHL 12, so she can beat me online, even though I'm 2 generations of consoles ahead of her and on the most recent game. John, thoughts on Pac-Man?
Classic game. I love it.
That's correct.
Classic.
Oh
that
man.
And Donkey Kong.
So I just bought 2 new guitars on accident. Maybe not on accident, but and then I've got this collection of like guitars that are just the same colors as like the Mortal Kombat Ninja characters, and named after the Mortal Kombat Ninja. So now I got that whole, that's complete. Once I get this other guitar that's coming in next week. So now I'm like, ooh, what do I want to do next? And I found, so I want to get a guitar and I want to put a skin on it. And I found a Pac-Man skin. And I'm like, ooh, Pac-Man. It's not what I'm gonna end up getting, but I might eventually end up getting it. But I'm gonna run out of room for guitars and vinyl soon. So I gotta tell a story about this guitar, actually. So I ordered a guitar about a month ago. And just this beautiful emerald green Harley Benton CST 24T or some shit. I don't know. It's basically my blue guitar, just by a different manufacturer and made in Indonesia, and in green. And they were like, okay, yeah, it should ship out May 20th. Like, okay, cool. That's fine. I might miss this show, but I'll have it for the next show. And then they're like, oh, hey, so we're not going to actually have that until July 20th. It's like, okay, that probably won't even get here for the next show. Like, that's not soon enough, so what can I do? They're like, well, you can, we can refund you, or you can just, switch your order and put that towards another order. Like, okay, cool. So I started, looking through the website, and I find this really nice, hollow body guitar, semi-hollow, and I'm like, ooh, that one is the color I want, and I've always wanted a semi-hollow body guitar. So let me get that one. I'll pay the difference. It was like a $7 difference, and it actually ended up being cheaper because the guitar is much lighter because it's hollow. So after I bought the guitar, I'm like, oh, hey, I should probably see if this guitar's any good. So I start watching some YouTube videos, and they're like, okay, so this model is basically this PRS model. And he shows this PRS model, and I realized that this guitar that I just got is basically a Indonesian knockoff of the guitar that Brian wanted before he passed away. And so I swear Brian had something to do with all that. I swear Brian was like, no, you don't want that one. You want this one. I swear.
He had something to do with him playing Guns N' Roses on the way here. And I was stuck in traffic.
I'm watching Jeopardy on Monday nights. And it's like, oh, Axl Rose sang about Aaron Everly in this song where he said she's got a smile that seems like childhood memories. And I'm like, John, you need to know about this Jeopardy clue.
I was listening to it. The #1 song on Hair Nation is this, Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. And it popped up like, son of a bitch, Brian.
All right, John, thoughts on forks? Thoughts on forks?
I love her questions. I do. Thoughts on forks? Well, I like to use them when I, eat pasta or a salad or, I think they're good for instead of using your hands.
John, thoughts on men with ginger hair who wear a bandana and Rancid t-shirts? The headphones are connected on both sides, so he's got to put them on so that it's not like hitting the. Anyway, tips.thinksojoe.com. We're going to donate that to charity all week, so hit that up. Anyway.
I don't know how to answer that.
The judges didn't like that answer. Anyway.
You guys set this up or something?
No. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no control.
How do you...
How do I what?
Well, you kind of knew she's going to ask me questions like this, so you had it ready.
There's a right button, and there's a wrong button.
You didn't have that last couple shows.
I did have that the last show. This has actually been programmed in here forever, and just I keep forgetting it's in there. So I was like just messing around with the button, like, hey, wait a second, they're always asking John questions. I can just use this. John, thoughts on pasta?
Oh, it's my favorite food. I love it.
Yeah. John, what do you have against the letter H?
Everything.
I mean, there's technically an H in my name, and
there's an H in my name too. Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, but yeah, man, you missed a fun show. But we had a good band practice last night. We had amps in the room.
Yes.
We haven't used amps in.
I know, it was so weird. So different.
Like even before we got the in-ears, we weren't using amps. We had everything through that old mixer before we started doing the in-ears.
We sounded good though.
Did sound good. Just
I
John.
need to get back in shape.
John, thoughts on your favorite food?
Thoughts on my favorite food? I don't know. Yeah. It's good.
It's good. I would hope it's good if it's your favorite food.
It's my favorite food. Yeah, it's gotta be good.
I also have an affinity for pasta, too much because I stopped eating it for a while, and then I went back to eating it, and then I put 7 pounds on. So I'm like, fuck, I need to stop eating it again.
Well, give me your 7 pounds.
I wish I could.
I'd take it.
No, I know you would. I wish I could. I'm standing in the room last night, and it's starting to get warm, so we're starting to sweat at band practice, and I'm just like, hey, this is a good way to lose weight. And I was about to say that out loud, then I looked at you and remembered you need to put on weight. So I'm like, I don't want to.
You need a fan in there.
So like, I don't want to say anything about like, hey, I'm gonna lose weight when you're trying to put on weight. So, John, what is your favorite flavor of lollipop?
I'm gonna say grape.
I'll allow it. I like grape. Grape is okay. I like cherry flavored stuff, but grape is okay.
My second favorite is orange.
Okay, orange is good too. John, thoughts on cookies? Where did that go?
Cookies.
Thoughts on cookies?
Well, I do like chocolate chip, so my thoughts on cookies, they're very good. I recommend them.
Jasmine's actually working on a cherry lolly now. Woot. People still say woot? Wasn't that like a early 2000s thing? Laura says bubble gum.
Bubblegum.
Yeah. No, bubblegum flavor's okay. I gotta be in the mood for it, I think. I don't know. You give me some root beer dum-dums, I'm good. Jasmine still says woot. I just heard my landlady call her dog. She had to put her other dog down yesterday.
Oh.
It was, or maybe the day before. I don't know. It was just, you know, like they were talking about it Sunday, and then, you know, like then they were like, oh no, you know, he was okay by the end of the day. So, and then, you know, and then, you know, so she, they had to put him down yesterday. So that was, I looked out, I'm sitting in the booth and like it's 5 a.m. and I just hear the, you know, I usually hear the dogs outside at like 5 a.m. and it was just quiet. It's like, All right. Do I have a problem that Jasmine says woot from time to time? No. Only psychos like cherry flavored anything. Okay. All right. Where are the cats? They are in their usual spots. Sylvester is under the blanket on the couch. Gibson's wandering around the front of the house.
Snowball's on her throne.
Snowball's on his throne, and Squirrel and Reese's on the bed. Squirrel's probably hanging out in the bathroom. So. John, thoughts on bananas?
Thoughts on bananas.
Thoughts on bananas?
I actually like bananas. They're really good.
There you go, bananas. Gotta give you, I gotta give you the correct for that one because of, you know, you gotta like bananas because I'm in yellow sauce. I was at an Aquabats show. We're going to see the Aquabats. I was at an Aquabats show, and MC Lars was opening, and he's like, hand me anything, and I'll do a freestyle rap about it. And I didn't think about it until it was too late, but I had this on my keys, my yellow sauce bottle opener, and I was like trying to get it off my keys so I could hand it to him. Like, oh, here. But I never ended up getting it to him. So anyway, let's see what else we got here. John, do you like fish sticks?
Yes, I actually do.
What are you, a gay fish? You like fish sticks?
Fish sticks.
He doesn't get the joke. Are you Kanye West?
Yes.
We got Kanye West over here. Your ex-wife says John likes bananas. Marry me.
Yes, I will marry you.
Actually, no.
Why?
Because you already did that.
Well, she wants to get back together.
Haven't you learned anything about that? See? You like fish sticks.
Yay.
Do you not? You actually don't get the joke?
No, I don't.
You've never seen that episode of South Park?
No.
Okay.
I stopped watching it after what they said about gingers. Okay.
That you have no soul? Oops,
That's true.
Wrong button. I meant to
That's
hit
true.
I meant to hit the correct button. No, so they did an episode where Cartman and Jimmy were trying to come up with the funniest joke ever. And Jimmy came up with, do you like fish sticks? And inevitably the person he asks would say yes. What are you, a gay fish? Because it sounds like fish dicks. Fish sticks.
Okay, now I get it.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that episode though. All right.
John, favorite Pokemon?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to say Charizard.
I'll give you that one. Gingers have souls, the ones they've collected. I mean, you do have like the horror eyes and shit on stage, you know, like.
Oh yeah. Kind of my thing.
I just wear a shit ton of our logo on stage. Apparently, I got pants now that are like glow in the dark, fucking living brain dead pants. Because I'm like, I need something cool to wear on stage, and I saw Kirk Hammett wearing glow in the dark stuff. So like, ooh, the glow in the dark, that's a good idea. John, do you think Laura is pretty?
She's beautiful.
I'll give you that one. Why not?
Please ask him a question, because I want to hit that button.
Joe, you're a walking merch stand for Living Brain Dead.
Thank you.
I went out to Good Bar a couple of weeks ago, and I was meeting up with Steph, and she saw the back of my hoodie. She's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Oh, hey." She's like, "You walked by me." I'm like, "I saw the back of your head." She's like, "I saw your hoodie." Yup. So see, I told you. See, Laura's wife says she can't marry you again. Isn't that what happened 2 weeks ago? She said you can't. That's why you had to get divorced.
Yeah.
Joe, favorite John moment. Oh, geez.
There's been a lot of those.
Oh, man. When we asked you on the live stream to come up to the mic, and Brian's like, "John, what's the name of this song?" And you just and just walked away, like we couldn't even hear you. Couldn't even hear you. And we're like, "John, you got to come back up here."
And I was like, "Oh, here he comes." You said, "Here he comes back up." Like,
Merch.
fuck you guys.
Merch.ThinkSoJoe.com and tips.ThinkSoJoe.com. Anything we get for the next week until the start of next week's show, we are donating to some kind of charity for the victims of the shooting on Saturday. We'll figure that out when we get there. So let's get into some music, and then we'll come and address how much the answer to Steph's question is. So this is Debrained, and Debrained is performing Friday at Timeless Babes. That's 61.5 Main Street in Tonawanda. With Braided and Prepare for the Mind Scan. It's at 7 p.m. and it's $8. This is Debrained, and the song is called Hindsight 2020 on all WNY Think So Joe Show. That was Debrained on all WNY Think So Joe Show. Move this one over here. A song called Hindsight 2020. You can catch them at Timeless Babes, 61 and a half Main Street in Tonawanda with Abraded and Prepare for the Mind Scan. That is Friday at 7 p.m., $8 to get in there. All right, let's get back up here and over here, this one. John, where is my new merch?
It's on its way. I was been told by Joe, so.
That is correct. It is on its way. It's in one of them has left China. The other one just left the manufacturer in China, and then the T-shirt will be to you Monday, from my understanding. So hopefully you should have it all very soon. What else? How much money would it take to shave the beard? Is that why I can't get you to go anywhere with me? You don't want to be seen with me with the beard? It's not for sale. So, no. Laura says she'd give $100. She also says she would give $100 to learn about that white line. I told her in the chat, I said, donate $100 to tips.thinksojoe.com for the charity, and I'll tell her what the white line is, even though I've already told her millions of times. John, how does an address have half an address, and what half would you want? because the Debrained show is at 61 and a half Main Street.
Range.
Yeah. So do you want the 61 or do you want the 61 and a half?
61.
You want the 61, okay. I don't even know what's at 61. 61 and a half is Timeless Babes, and you could go see Debrained there this weekend. I want to get in there and see like what kind of, because she has like vintage shirts and stuff. Somebody, by the way, like ratted her out for, she like upscales old t-shirts and stuff. So she had some Buffalo Bills merch that she upscaled. She made like vests out of it. She's reselling, and somebody apparently ratted her out to the NFL, and she had like a Becca from Timeless Babes I'm talking about. Apparently she had to like just have this phone call with a representative from the NFL who's telling her you can't sell this merch, this Buffalo Bills merch, which is just fucking ridiculous. And if anybody actually like ratted her out, that's fucked. Like,
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating for copyright infringement or anything, but it's not like she's just, painting the Buffalo Bills logo on a back of a jacket. She's actually like upscaling, upcycling is the word I'm looking for, t-shirts. So it's like, is that like, I don't think that's a copyright thing, right? I wouldn't have thought so, but apparently the NFL does. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get Buffalo Bills denim stuff at Timeless Babes, I guess, anymore. So let's see, where else are we here? Jasmine liked that Debrained song, but it scared her cats. Okay, so the left half or the right half of the half? The half of it, you got the half address. So the left half or the right half?
Left half.
Like facing the building left half? Or like facing the street left half?
Facing the building.
Facing the building, left half. I'll give you that. I think I would take that too. John doesn't know about a minute with Think So Joe. What are you complaining about a minute with Think So Joe for? You get 120 with me every week now. Plus things you might not know when I actually get around to doing them. I was going to do one this week, but I was just like, nah, I don't want to do one right now. I'm gonna wait till next week. We're gonna come back with more things you might not know. It's been a few weeks. I've just been busy, sick, lazy, and this week, kind of sad. So over the shit that happened here. Let's see what else we got. What are we gonna call who's fans? Who's gonna call what fans now? I don't know what's going on. John, are you a Swiftie? A Swiftie? Are you like rushing out to buy all the Taylor Swift albums? You think Taylor Swift is a bad? Yes, he says yes. He says yes.
Yes. When she comes out a new album, I'm right there.
Living Brain Dead fans, we've kind of talked about this a little, but like not really in depth of like what should we call our fans, I don't know yet.
It.
So
I mean,
yeah, I don't know. We haven't really.
We will give you an answer though.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Or you guys, our fans can come up with something if they
Yes.
want to call themselves that. So,
We'll take a survey.
Steph said good answer for the Taylor Swift question. Living brain. I don't know. What are we, Jade Cargill here? The brain deads. It reminds me, I got to put hockey on after this next. We're in this next song break. Your Tampa Bay Lightning, man. What a comeback last night. 4-1.
Yeah, we're going to the top, baby.
My Blues lost in overtime. So, I say my Blues as I'm wearing Sabres gear, but I'm wearing Sabres gear in honor of, in honor of our community here. And, also, pro-choice as fuck. This one doesn't have the skull on the sleeve, this particular one, but all the rest do. You could get those at shop.livingbraindead.com or livingbraindead.bandcamp.com, or you could come to our show May 28th at the Walmore Inn in Sanborn, and we will have those shirts, and all the proceeds from these pro-choice as fuck shirts are going to go to charity, and I cannot think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it is a charity that works nationwide to help provide abortions for women who need them. So, we definitely so we got that charity going on too. So you want to donate to abortion charities, pro-choice as fuck shirt at the Living Brain Dead merch store, shop.livingbraindead.com. You want to donate to the charities that are going to help out the victims and the families of the incident this past week. That's going to be merch.thinksojoe.com, tips.thinksojoe.com. Any money we make from that from now, let's say till the end of next week's show, we're gonna donate. So, what else do we got here? Hey. I am so glad St. Louis beat Minnesota in the first round, because Buffalo, you're not the only ones that use that song anymore. Ha 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 ha. That's the Minnesota Wild goal song. John, should Joe bring back his braids? You've seen it.
Yes, I did see it.
You've seen that picture.
I didn't know you had long hair back then.
Back then, yes, I did.
Yes, you should. I knew he was going to do that.
John, favorite Taylor Swift song?
Ooh. Oh, man, there's so many. Let's see.
He's got to try and think if he knows the names of any Taylor Swift songs. He's got his phone. He's got his phone. He's about to Google this shit.
I actually do have one.
He's about to. You have a favorite Taylor Swift song?
Yes, I actually do have one. I just gotta find it. I just don't know the name of it though.
I like that one. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. That one. I like that one.
Give me 1 second.
I know some Taylor Swift stuff. I'm not completely oblivious here. Anyway, while you're doing that, Jasmine keeps singing the Bills shout song around Brody, and one day he'll sing it back without realizing it, or he'll just get annoyed like I do. Not that anyone asked Jasmine, her current favorite is Cornelia Street. Favorite venue for a late night taco? A late night taco, Mighty. Because ETS closes like early for some reason now. So Mighty.
Blank Space.
Blank Space. There you go. He's got the video. He's sitting there watching the music video while we're on the air here. Blank Space. Yeah. I don't know. There's pretty good Taylor Swift songs. Not gonna lie. I'm not like rushing out to, oh, look at that. Look. She wants to be besties with Jazzy because Laura's is fearless.
Okay.
Jasmine would punt a short person for some mighty taco right now. I don't know. I'm feeling something mighty. I might go listen to that song at some point after this show because I have the CD and I can do that. Merch.ThinkSoJoE.com. We are donating to charity this week up until the end of next week's show. Yes, we can be besties in champagne problems slaps my ass. Okay. I'm assuming that's another Taylor Swift song. I guess. He's going to look it up. Like, you don't have to look it up. Somebody will tell us in the chat, I'm sure. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's champagne problems all too well. I don't know what's going on in the chat anymore. I've lost control. Anyway.
Meltdown.
What's that?
Meltdown.
Meltdown, yeah. Okay. Anyway. What? Now I'm getting texts. Why am I'm getting, I got texts and I got messages and I got clients messaging me. And what the, can I email me? So we've played that song on the show before. And so if you go and on 716bands.com and you type in Yellow Sauce, you can probably find the episode we played and you'll be able to listen to it there. Look for it on, but like after you find it on 716, just find it on like Spotify or something so we get some money for it too. Anyway. All right, let's see. Let me co-host and we will have a Taylor Swift episode where Steph and Jasmine deep dive into Taylor Swift. Okay.
We'll take the day off.
Sure.
Yeah. They can do the show.
We'll set it up so you know, Jasmine can Skype in and the two of them can just have a discussion and I'll sit here. I'll
watch it from the living room or somewhere.
Yeah, I'll sit off to the side here and I'll control. I'll handle all the technical stuff. I'll do all the camera switching and all the, you know, switching and playing the music and all that stuff. But yeah, you guys sit here, have a Skype conversation on the show. It's, you know, it's Steph's show and that's literally what we're talking about. Is you two can host, and Laura is all for this idea. Oh, okay. So apparently, whatever they were talking about earlier, champagne problems and all too well is a mashup and happens to be Steph's ringtone. There's a delay. Yes, there is a delay. You are correct. Yeah. So there you go. We're gonna have a week off. We can just chill. We can watch hockey. I'll control the, you know. I'll control the show. I'll let you guys, you know, I'll handle all the technical stuff. You guys just do the show. That's fine with me. I'm cool with that. Make it happen. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I wouldn't mind just sitting back, watch somebody else do this podcast for once instead of... Or alternatively, we're going to AEW Dynamite. What was that, September or something like that? When are we going to AEW Rochester?
I don't know the date offhand.
So we're gonna be off for a Wednesday. So like you can come here. I'll teach you how to use all the shit, and then you can just come here and run the show while John and I are at Dynamite. So
Rochester.
Yeah. There you go. Problems work itself out. Hey, you know where we're gonna be next Saturday?
Where's that?
We're gonna be at the Walmore Inn in Sanborn.
Oh.
We're playing with Cardiac Cassette and a bunch of other bands. It's Cardiac Cassette CD release. It's also a cancer benefit. It's $10, and all the proceeds go to the cancer benefit. And you get to see us play with real amplifiers, which is weird for us. Yeah. It sounded all right. It sounded pretty good. We got to go buy a bunch of XLR cables so we can just be like, we're still going to use our in-ears, though.
Yeah.
What if we break something or, I don't know, cause a fire or die? You can't trust me like a full adult. I'm not a adult. Okay, then. Maybe that one's out of the... Maybe them replacing us for the day we're not here is out of the question.
We probably need to be here.
We could. They could come on Tuesday. Steph could come on Tuesday, and we could Jasmine on Skype, and we'll just pre-tape, and then we'll just... How could I... Ooh, I can set it up so that it goes on the air at 6 o'clock. I can do that. We could do that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You come on the Tuesday before we go to wrestling. We'll do it live in studio, but then we will just put it out there on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So what day is it? All the days. That's a neat idea. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, come on out next Saturday. Walmore Inn, Sanborn, Living Brain Dead. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be fun. It's it's always fun when we get to see Katie. We don't see her too often. Yeah. She's she moved to New Jersey on us during the pandemic. So
It's always a fun time to see her.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to set up something for us in Rochester in August, and we gotta make sure everybody's available, which is always the problem now with trying to book. Is like, okay, everybody good for this date? Yeah, I should be all right. Okay, I booked that date. Oh, I don't know if I can do that date. Which has, I've booked dates where it's like, hey, can you book a show June 11th? Like, yeah, sure. Oh, you know what? I'm not coming up that day. Okay. Karina, you want to book this show? Let's see. Where is Joe's red hat? It is in the shot. I can see it. You are correct, sir. It is literally right above John's head. Right back there. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, the show next Saturday is in the vicinity of my mom's house, so that's gonna be like, hey, hey Ma, you're coming to the show, right? We're playing in your neighborhood. If you don't come to us, we'll come to you. We'll have amps too, so we'll actually find a way to plug in outside and just play right outside your house till you come out. Tell us to stop. Please bring a cat in. Nah. Not now, anyway.
Go pick up Snowball.
John, should men be allowed to have tattoos?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, she's please. She wants me to bring it. She hasn't seen the cats in a long time. She used to hang out here all the time, and then she moved to Idaho.
All we gotta do is open a door, and those
Pretty
two
much.
cats probably run right in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like Reese and Squirrel, or Reese especially, will just be like, "Oh, hey, door's open." Do it for Jazzy. Steph's telling us we got to do it now. All right, maybe after the song break, maybe we'll think about it. Anyway. Yeah, so what was I talking about now? I'm going to play in front of my mom's house until she comes out and yells at us. Mom, what are you doing outside our house? Like, wouldn't it be funny if we just did that and my mom called the cops on us? There's this rock band outside my house. They're playing their instruments on my property. I don't know what's going on.
The drummer looks like he's dead.
Guitar player keeps saying something about he's my son. Like, yeah. You know what's funny is Jasmine's like, where's my merch? And it's like, if you didn't move to Idaho, you would have gotten it today. Because everybody in Buffalo that ordered merch got the pro-choice as fuck shirt. They got it today. So, oh, there you go. Breaking news. Vince has decided to shorten Stone Cold Steve Austin's name. His new name will be Cold. A little wrestling humor for you. I was watching a Hollywood Squares clip on YouTube, and it was Gilbert Gottfried was like the one square left that they had to get for the win, and so it's just back and forth, and they just keep getting it wrong. So, they ask Gilbert Gottfried a question, he answers, and the contestant has to agree or disagree. And so he would say something, and they would either agree or disagree, and he would just be like, "You fool!" And they would be wrong and go to the next person. And one of them was like, what is the nickname of Steve Austin or something? And I forgot what Gilbert Gottfried's response was, but it wasn't Stone Cold. And he goes, and the woman agrees. He's like, "You fool!" Yes, I know Gilbert Gottfried's voice. She says, "Is worse than the broad from The Nanny, but good game show. Can we recreate it?" I'd be cool with doing a reboot of Hollywood Squares for sure. I like that show. It was a good show. I'm excited because Don't Forget the Lyrics is coming back. I am very upset, though, because the qualifications to be on Don't Forget the Lyrics is you have to live in downtown Los Angeles, or Southern California, anyway. So, listen, you're going to have a massive following in Idaho because I'm constantly walking around in it, the pro-choice as fuck shirt, she means. And all the other tons of Living Brain Dead merch she has bought from us. Like, she's the reason I bought the water bottle. Because she bought the water bottle. She's like, "Oh, this water bottle is like the best water bottle I've ever had." And I'm like, "Really? Huh."
You appreciate it.
So I went
buying her merch. You really do appreciate it.
So I bought the water bottle. I like the water bottle. I was going to bring it yesterday, and then I forgot it. And I was like, got in the car. I'm like, shit, should I go in and fill my water bottle, or are we stopping at 7-Eleven on the way? And Ryan's like, "Yeah, we're stopping at 7-Eleven. Like, okay, cool. So just went and bought this giant fucking bottle of like fucking Poland Spring or something.
I'm always wearing our merch.
I'm always wearing our merch. Steph's still waiting. Yeah, you were supposed to get it Saturday, but then you got sick and you couldn't go. And
we wear our merch on stage.
We do. Or Brian would hate that.
Brian wore
it on the live stream. He wore the distressed shirt.
You wore the hoodie at the Mohawk show.
Yeah, and he wore the distressed shirt on the live stream, and he's the one that's like, bands shouldn't wear their own merch.
This band does.
Yes, we do. It's called marketing. Steph's still waiting for hers. She got a custom one, and another shirt that I made for her that she didn't get. Plus, there's a Taylor Swift record here for her, and this drawing of Phil and Lil from Rugrats. You got a lot of stuff you're supposed to get from me. Anyway. And Jazzy just wants more Buffalo around her. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you leave Buffalo. You want to be in Buffalo. So, show us the gray shirt. I will grab it during the song break. I will show the gray shirt. So, yeah, she got a custom shirt. She got a custom shirt on very fancy, soft, like Bella and Canvas t-shirts, which are like $10 each. Like, like, okay, sure, I'll get you a soft t-shirt. Yeah, I'll get you one in gray. I'm in Michael's. I'm just feeling all the shirts. Okay, this one I like. This Gildan is what we usually use. Ooh, this Bella and Canvas is really soft. Like $10. Okay, sure, whatever. So, yeah. I went out of my way to make Steph shirts, and then she went and got sick and couldn't make the thing we were going to. And then I was like, fuck it, if she's not going, I'm just gonna stay up and work and then go to sleep while I should be out doing that. I was gonna go to the Bands Off Our Bodies rally. And I was just like, when she was like she couldn't go, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just, I kind of procrastinated on work, and then I'm like, all right, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep instead of going downtown. But yeah, I'll show the gray shirts when we come back from the song break. Maybe we'll let a cat in here. Maybe. We'll see. The thing about letting the cat in here is we also have to get the cat out of here. So, which, I mean, Snowball would be actually fine in here. He would just kind of wander around, and we could probably bring Snowball in here.
Yeah.
I think we might do that.
He'll just chill. He
will. He definitely will. Okay, so we got 20 seconds till the song break, but we'll start talking about it now. So funny story here is we're gonna play a band called Dope City Kid, and I was like, ooh, okay, Dope City Kid. Let me look them up. So I punch in their name into Facebook, and Facebook is like, huh? We have?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember playing with them, but okay. Were they on? What were they on?
It was that video that you posted of Brian when he passed. It was at
I posted a lot of videos of Brian after he passed.
no, like it said, you know, it was
Oh, the in loving memory of at Stamps?
no,
No?
it was Hey You.
Oh, the video where we did Hey You. I don't remember what show that was, but
We did play with them.
okay, cool.
Yeah, dude,
Well, anyway, so
Those
Dope
guys.
City Kid. I go to look up Dope City Kid on Facebook, and Facebook is like, "You're not trying to buy drugs, are you?" I'm like, "No, Facebook, I'm not trying to buy drugs." Okay, are you sure you're not trying to buy drugs? Because this search has dope in it. Like, no, I'm really not trying to buy drugs, Facebook. I'm trying to find this band. Okay, are you sure you're not trying to buy drugs? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not trying to buy drugs. I'm trying to find this band. So it finally, like, it took me like 4 clicks to get to Dope City Kid because Facebook was like, you can't buy drugs through our site. I'm like, I know, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to listen to this band. So Dope City Kid is playing Saturday at 783 Auburn Avenue as part of Buffalo Porch Fest down in the Elmwood Village. The full schedule is available at elmwoodvillage.com. That is all day, it's all ages, and it's free. So go check out the full lineup at elmwoodvillage.org and find some bands you like and go check them out this Saturday. This is Dope City Kid. They're playing at 2:15 p.m., by the way, at 73 Auburn Avenue. I thought I had written that in my notes, but I did not. 2:15 p.m., though. And this song is called Heart of Gold on All WNY. Think So Joe Show.
And she said, I'm not well, it's happening again. And sometimes late at night, laying down before bed, and it won't stop. And closer he holds her, patient and confident, because he knows it'll blow by with a cool breeze, waiting till the end, like a freight train. It's alright by me. It's alright, I mean it. I'll carry all that weight. It's falling down in your head. It's alright, I mean it. The rain will go away. It's falling down in your head. And it turns down the radio when she softly draws her eyes. And he looks down with a cool grin and says, no, you can't disguise who you really are, living day to day with a smile and a heart of gold. I hope that I'm the one to carry you away. Let me carry you away like a freight train. It's alright by me. It's alright, I mean it. I'll carry all that weight. Falling down in your head. It's alright, I mean it. The rain will go away. It's falling down in your head. Heads up in the clouds, it's safe to try to bring it down to me. It doesn't matter what you say, I'm gonna catch you anyway. Fall back down to me. Try it, baby, you'll see. If you never take a chance to fall, you won't stand up for nothing at all. Everyone has something inside that they carry around. And the way you turn, I'll be right behind you, baby. Carry all the weight that's falling down in your head. I'll be right behind you, baby. The rain will go away. I'll be right behind you, baby. Carry all the
Dope City Kid on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. That little piece of fur you see back there, that's Snowball. He's Snowball, come here, bud. You can't. He's too short. He's not in the frame. All right. So Steph asked for us to show the gray shirts. Let's pull that back up here. Show the gray shirts. So we got this nice on Bella and Canvas, Living Brain Dead, pro-choice as fuck T-shirt. She gets a special made one because she came up with the slogan and the charity. So she got that. And then also, we were supposed to go to the Bands Off Our Bodies rally on Saturday, and we were unable to go. And I made Steph a shirt by her request. It says, "Sick and tired of old white men legislating my body." And I'm just going to hang that right back up here. John's trying to get Snowball to come up. Snowy, come here. Come here, bud. All right. There he is. Hi, Snowball. Jazzy says she would have gotten a gray shirt, but he don't want to. He's like, nah, I'm camera shy, dude.
Okay.
He's camera shy. She would have gotten, like I said, Steph got special privileges because she designed the shirt, basically. So, yeah, Snowball is going to hang out with us during this segment, so you might see him wandering around. Right now, he's right under my chair, so I'm also going to try not to run him over. Laura says, cat! Yep, cat. Jasmine also said that song was catchy AF. Again, that was Dope City Kid. The song was called Heart of Gold, and you can catch them at 783 Auburn Avenue at 2:15 p.m. This Saturday as part of Elmwood Village Porch Fest. Again, elmwoodvillage.org has the entire list of bands and what times and what porches they're playing on. John, tell me your favorite thing about Snowball.
My favorite thing about Snowball, the cat loves pizza.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
And loves belly rubs.
He does. Very much so.
He's going to say a cat loves belly rubs.
Nah. See, Tigger used to like belly rubs. Whisper hated them. Whisper, you go to, he lets you do it for like half a second and then be like, but yeah, Snowball just sit there. Yeah. The only time he'll try to attack you if you're giving him belly rubs is if he's trying to, if you're trying to walk away from him while you're doing it. And he's like, no, get back here. John, do you like pizza?
Yeah, I do. We have it all the time when we watch the pay-per-views.
Yep. We do. We've just hit 100 messages today in the chat. So
Wow.
I think that's maybe multiplied because there's also the bot. No, actually the bot wouldn't count because because the bot is restreamed. So no, we hit 100 messages in the chat. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that.
Appreciate that very much.
Appreciate the interaction, Tigger. Poor Tigger. And Whisper, for that matter, and Jake the dog from upstairs just got put down yesterday. It's oh, look at that! Your pizza, your enjoyment of pizza. Laura doesn't want to marry you now. He was old and had health problems, is my understanding. I haven't really talked to them about it. Just I saw Ashley, my neighbor, today while I was waiting for John, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry about Jake, and she said, yeah, and then she said something else as she was walking away, and I didn't hear what she said. So, but yeah, I was standing in my kitchen, and I look out the window, and their other dog, Rocket, is out there, and he's all by himself, and I'm just like, aw. But yeah, unfortunately, I mean that's the worst part of pet ownership. You know that all too well.
Yeah.
See, when I'm taking a sip of the drink, that's your cue to talk.
Yeah, I lost my dog, cancer.
Yeah.
My first dog.
Yeah, it was.
Only had her for 3 years.
Yeah.
Really crushed me.
Mm-hmm.
You guys met her.
Yeah. She had to be put down.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that is
It's the hardest
awful.
thing to do.
That is awful. But when you lose a pet like suddenly is like the worst.
She was abused, so I mean,
Yeah.
like, at least I gave her 3 best years of her life.
Right? Where the hell did Snowball go? Speaking of abused animals, Snowball was. We found out after we got him that he had been abused by his previous family. Like, who would hurt this cat? What like the pretense that we were, given this cat under was, oh, the family's got to move and they can't take him with them. And it's like, well, we already got cats. We don't need more cats, And he came over and he was just chill and he just hung out under like one of the end tables and he's just like, yeah, what's up? Hey, look, other cats. Cool. Yeah. And so it's like, all right, he could stay. And then we were told later that they actually had taken him away from the family because the family was like abusing him. And it's like, why? Who would hurt this cat?
I'm against that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Why would anybody want to hurt?
Animal.
Yeah. Let's see. So, John, should we bring back the dinosaurs?
Should we bring back the dinosaurs?
Should we bring back dinosaurs?
I don't want to get eaten, but yeah, why not?
I disagree. If it's gonna be anything like Jurassic Park, I'll be bored out of my skull. Now I might not get. Yeah, I might not be getting dates or anything now after saying that. Anyway, okay, John, what is your take on the Depp versus Heard case?
My take?
Yeah, on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I hit the wrong thing there. I wanted this one.
Well, Amber Heard.
You're Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. That big
Yeah,
trial
the
that's
whole
going on.
trial.
Everybody's talking about it.
Well, she's nuts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She is crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad John won. Johnny Depp won. That case.
I haven't been paying any attention to it because
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
Johnny Depp won the case.
I watched Legal Eagle's video about it, like because I didn't know anything about what was going on. I just knew like I knew whatever the case was, he was right. So I'm just like,
yeah.
and I knew that from like Brian and Katie, like way before this trial ever started. And Johnny Boy didn't win yet, Steph says.
No.
Has not won yet. They're in the defamation trial now. But I mean, she's batshit crazy. Yeah, I only like briefly had any kind of clue about what was going on just from Brian and Katie talking about it before Brian passed. And
There was a video of her in the courtroom sniffing cocaine.
I saw that actually.
So right there.
Yeah. I clicked over to the channel Legal Eagle, and he did a video about what this whole thing was about, and it was like, okay, like, so I kind of have like the idea of what's going on now. I haven't paid any attention because, I mean, I don't know Johnny Depp and I don't know Amber Heard. I'm pretty sure he's probably in the right in all this, but like, you know,
Sure,
I don't.
There's two different sides of the story between them.
Yeah, I don't. All right, John, fuck, marry, kill. Amber Heard, Kate Gosling, or Kim Kardashian? Fuck, marry, or kill? Which one goes with what? I've got no. I don't even know who half those people are. So I know who Kim Kardashian is because they used to make fun of her on The Soup all the time. Anyway.
I don't know.
Can we just kill all three of them? Jazzy says that's a nightmare rotation if I ever saw one.
I know all of them, but yeah. I'm going to have to agree with her.
I don't care about celebrities. Like, I probably could not tell you any movie that any of them were in. I mean, like, wasn't Amber Heard was in like Aquaman or some shit? I think I saw that.
Yeah, she was.
I don't know what was the other one? Kate Gosling. Who's she? I don't know who she is. Is she like? I think she's an actress. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
What has she been in? I have no idea.
I don't.
Here's the thing is like when a celebrity dies, right? Like if it's a musician, I can usually be like, oh my God, yeah, no, that guy, like, yeah, oh man, this song and all the. When an actor dies, I have to like look up who they are and be like, did I see anything they were in? Oh, okay, that guy.
Let's see what movie she was in.
John's gonna do the research here. The crazy lady who had 6 kids and was on a the reality TV show lady from John and Kate Plus 8 with with all the kids. Yeah, okay. I vaguely remember something about that. I don't know, but yeah, that just sounds like a terrible trilogy to to pick through. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't.
My mom used to watch that show.
I vaguely like. I mean, I'm talking about I'm pretty sure they used to talk about that show on The Soup too. So
Probably.
Yeah, back when I used to watch TV. So
Watch
TV other than hockey and The Simpsons. Speaking of hockey, I didn't put the hockey game on. What the hell's wrong with me?
I'll be taking over the show now.
Yeah,
Be watching hockey.
absolutely. Go ahead, take over the show while I pull up the hockey game at least. I don't even know who's playing right now. Is it? New York and Carolina. All right, cool. I mean, like, Monday there was no hockey on, so I'm like, what the hell do I do? So I ended up watching like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, and I'm watching Wheel of Fortune, and I'm like, man, I really want to go on this show. They never called me back when I put in for when I applied for it. And then like I watched Jeopardy and I was doing okay at Jeopardy. I did do the home test for Jeopardy and failed miserably at it once.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go on Jeopardy. But I was watching, but of course the one night I'm watching Jeopardy, there's a question about Sweet Child of Mine, and I'm just like, John. I like rewound it so I could be like, yo, let me type this answer in here properly.
And that's why I didn't pick any of their songs for the 80s album.
Yeah, that and I probably couldn't play them, so I'm having a hard enough time playing songs that we have picked. We're doing spoiler alert, I guess, but we're doing St. Elmo's Fire.
I picked that one.
And we will like practice it for like a month at a time and then not practice it for like a month. And then I will completely forget how to play it by the time we get come back to it.
So
we have recorded it. So I should be able to pull that up. And I got to resend the audio and re-listen to the audio of the song we're playing at the show next week, because we were practicing it and it's just like, wait, we're not doing this right, I don't think. And you guys seem to be on the same page, but I wasn't, so maybe I'm the one that needs to re-listen and be like, oh, no, okay, that's what we were doing, okay. But, I'll find the link and I'll send that later so we can be like, okay, that's what we were doing. Yeah. Where are you going? You about to unplug the internet, bud? Snowball's doing some IT back there. If the show goes off the air, that means he unplugged the modem. Snowball, what are you doing? Yeah. I don't know. I never got into reality TV that much. You ever watch like any reality TV?
No, I mean, no.
Like my ex-wife was into like Rock of Love with Bret Michaels, so I would watch like that on occasion.
Yeah.
But I was like not to a point where I could like tell you who any of the women were or who won or anything like that. Just, like I liked like Tattoo Nightmares or whatever it was, where the people would go get cover-ups. That. Yeah. Snowball, you trying to get out, dude? He's trying to get out. I don't know. You want to take over the show, and I'll let them out, or do you want me to continue talking and go on like a monologue or something while you let them out?
You take it on.
Okay, you're gonna handle the show while I take them back out to the living room.
Yeah.
Okay,
I guess so.
John's in charge for the next couple of minutes here.
Oh boy.
All right, this is gonna be interesting.
Oh boy.
Where'd you go, Snowy? Where'd you go?
Right there.
Come on, bud. Come on. You coming?
Oh, Snowball's gonna co-host. There we go.
Snowball is the co-host now. All right.
The headphones on, buddy. Oh, watch tail. Watch tail.
Laura's getting her wish. Snowball's taking over my job. He took my chair. Snowy, come on, bud. We're going. Come on. Come on. He's over here begging to go, and then he's like, oh, he sees squirrel.
Uh-oh.
He sees squirrel. That's why he didn't want to go, because squirrel's right here.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Can you see her on camera? She's not on camera, I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes. Come on, Snowy. You ready to go? Okay, you're either going or you're staying till the end of the song break. Okay, you're staying till the song break. You're here for 10 more minutes. Anyways. That's why actors don't like to work with animals, man. You can't they don't take direction very well. There's an ad for the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie. I might have to stream that tomorrow night, like at midnight when it goes live. That actually looks pretty good. I don't know if I ever I remember watching the show as a kid, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I don't remember anything about it, but like it looks pretty cool because like one of them is like still the 2D animated and the other is like CGI.
Yeah.
So it looks like a pretty cool premise. I might have to check that out. I don't watch movies unless they're kids' movies. Apparently. Anyway. I was looking at like movie poster skins for guitars, like a lot, like everybody's got horror movie skins though, like Kirk Hammett's guitars. So it's like, oh, do I want Boris Karloff and the Mummy? Do I want Frankenstein? Do I want the Wolfman? Like, can't I get movies like, can I get a UHF skin? Or like, I don't know, like what's that John Cusack? High Fidelity? Or Empire Records? That'd be a cool guitar, wouldn't it? An Empire Records guitar?
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, or Almost Famous. Almost Famous is a great movie. You ever see that?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Of course.
There's a remixed, I guess, like a director's cut version of it. And I didn't know about it until like a couple of months ago. I'm sitting here, and it's like, oh, you could get, 5, I think it was like 3 4K movies for like $15. And I had just got a 4K monitor in here, the first one. I got 2 of them in here now. And I'm just like, oh, what can I get? Like, let me see. Like, I've got a 4K monitor. I might as well get some 4K content. So I'm looking, and it's like Almost Famous. And I forget what the name, like the bootleg cut, I guess is what they call it. And I'm like, ooh, what's that? So I download it. It's like adding a whole nother movie to that movie. Like, it gives you so much backstory on shit that happens in the movie and the main character's upbringing and everything like that. Rangers just scored, by the way. It's 1-0 New York. But yeah, I recommend if you like Almost Famous, find the bootleg cut. Definitely check that out. Also, Empire Records, the extended version of that is actually really good and adds a lot to the movie. Sometimes you get like extended editions of movies and it's just like, that's it, like The Wedding Singer. You ever see the extended version of The Wedding Singer?
Only the...
Okay, so...
I don't think I did.
So The Wedding Singer, the extended version of The Wedding Singer only adds one scene, and it is the old lady, Rosie, asking Robbie, "Oh, are you nervous about your wedding? Are you worried about showing her your penis?" And it's just like 5 minutes of her saying penis, and it's like that really didn't contribute much to this movie. It's hilarious.
I never seen Seen that part. No.
But it didn't really contribute much to the film. It did not need to be added back in. It didn't need to necessarily be cut out, but it also didn't need to be added back in once it was cut out. But, you know, as opposed to, like, you know, the Almost Famous and the Empire Records, those director's cuts, they add to the films. So, yeah. Apparently, there's a lot of footage that was cut from UHF, which is, you know, depending on what day you ask me, my favorite movie. And, you know, people have asked Weird Al, like, hey, are you ever going to put out a director's cut of UHF? And he said, nah, we cut that stuff for a reason. I am looking forward, though. There's going to be this fall, Daniel Radcliffe starring as Weird Al Yankovic in Weird, the Al Yankovic Story. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be that might be good. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as UHF, but it might be good. I hope it's like they did a fake trailer for a movie called Weird with I think he did with Nerd or Die, and it was just hilarious. He plays it at all his shows, and it's just like, yeah, like I hope this movie is like that trailer. Just this complete exaggeration of everything. Like, but I don't know. Apparently this is based on Al's real life, so probably not scenes of him sleeping with Madonna. I don't know. Anyway. Jasmine says penis. Yeah, that's just one. That's like the only thing added into this, director's cut of The Wedding Singer. Which, by the way, if you like The Wedding Singer, you should come out to our show next Saturday at the Walmore Inn. Just because.
You do a song that he covered.
Yeah, we're covering a song from the movie. Yeah, which one? You have to come and find out. But we've been working on it for a while. We've been trying to play this as we did what we used to call blink outs.
Yeah.
Where we would play
Damn It
by Blink-182 and then play an 80s cover because neither one of us can play that bridge at the end. Like that breakdown.
It seems so easy.
It's so simple that we can't do it. And so we were like, okay, instead of us trying to do that, let's just play an 80s song. And that all stemmed from...
if there's any drummers out there, I'm sorry.
That all stemmed from Katie saying, hey, we should cover Never Gonna Give You Up. And we just kind of combined the two. And it's like, okay, cool, that works. And then we were like, let's just do an 80s song. And we tried Creeping Death by Metallica. And that did not go well. That was not a popular choice. But what else? We've done 500 miles.
Yeah,
we've done that, and that got a pretty good response. So, and that's gonna be on our 80s album. So it's Never Gonna Give You Up, of course. Because we wouldn't be doing an 80s album if we didn't do that. And that was Brian's idea, by the way. It was the 80s album. So, yeah. All right. So coming up on Friday, we got a couple of Rochester shows we're promoting for Friday night. Starting with this Friday at the Montage, 50 Chestnut Street in Rochester. Less Than Hate, along with The Silence Broken, Otherworldly Entity, and Reaper will be opening for Infected Rain. That show starts at doors are at 6:30. It's $17 in advance. It's $19 at the door. Ages 16 and up for that show at the Montage. This is Less Than Hate, and this song is called Almost Insane on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show.
all the lies and all the fakes. See the seed deep inside, another monster in a child's dance fight. Wanting more, no time for less. See it in me, so do I. Trying harder when you look me in the eye. Truth is hard, so all mistakes. Feeling now and you let me in a Day and night, it's always there. Another glowing eyes leading to despair. Hate is free, and so are lies.
Less Than Hate on all WNY Think So Joe show. Catch them at the Montage Friday night, 50 Chestnut Street in Rochester, opening for Infected Rain, along with the Silence Broken, Otherworldly Entity, and Reaper. That show at 6:30, $17 in advance, $19 at the door, and 16 and up. We're going to talk about another Rochester show before we get out of here, the one that I'm actually going to on Friday night. So it's rare that I get a chance to get out to Rochester. I'm sorry for bumping the camera there, but rare that I get a chance to get out to Rochester for a show. But usually if I do, I'm with the boys from On the Cinder, who we are going to play in the final slot, and they are opening for Bad Cop at the Bug Jar. That's 219 Monroe Avenue in Rochester. It's Bad Cop, and the Homeless Gospel Choir, along with On the Cinder. That show, doors at 8 p.m. $15 advance, $18 at the door. It's 21 and up if you have... No, it's 21 and up if you buy your ticket at the door. It's 18 and up if you buy your ticket in advance. Rochester likes to do that for some reason. I guess it beats... I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why. I don't have an answer. Anyway. I want to go back to this Kim Kardashian and Kate Gosling and Amber Heard. And why I don't know who these people are. It's because I firmly believe we need to stop making stupid people famous. Obviously there's a problem here with making stupid people famous, because we're talking about Amber Heard and Kate Gosling and Kim Kardashian. And I mean, how stupid are the Kardashians though? Because they have an image and they're making money off of it. We have a podcast. We're making nothing.
Not a dime.
We're branding everything with our fucking logo on it. Just like, hey, look, we're the Living Brain Dead. Hey, you should listen to the Living Brain Dead. Hey, here's a demo from the Living Brain Dead. I gotta either print more, digital download cards, or just get the ones from you, or just make them for the new song. Never Fuck with Cat Girls, just so I could, when I'm in Rochester on Friday, be like, yo, if you like this, you might like my band. Check my band out. Here's my card. Check it out. You might like this. Or if there's protesters outside, like, hey, you might like my band. We believe everything you believe. No, there's no pro LGBTQ plus stuff on our Bandcamp. I was hoping, man. There's all these guys out there, abortion and gay marriage and blah, 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 blah. And like, here, go buy one of our shirts. Anyway, speaking of shirts, merch.thinksojoe.com, tips.thinksojoe.com. Anything you guys donate, buy over the next week, between now and the end of next week's show, we're going to donate to some charities that'll support the victims of the families who were involved in that terrible tragedy this past weekend, because it's the least we can do. I had somebody message me. I posted, thoughts and prayers. It was crossed out and it said policy and change. And one of my friends, who I know is a gun owner and has been on this show, and he's a friend. He really is truly a friend, and I don't think he's a bad person in any way. And but I didn't want to get into this debate with him, because he messaged me like, well, what policies do we need to change? And I'm like, I'm not responding to this, man. Like, EJ, if you're watching, dude, I love you, but like, I'm not trying to take your guns away, if that's what you think I'm talking about with policy change. I firmly believe, we have the right to bear arms. I just don't understand why an 18-year-old kid who has previously been accused of threatening to shoot up his school is allowed to have an assault weapon, and what he needed body armor for, and why nobody looked at this like, hey, that's, what are you doing with all that? Why the government let this kid have a fucking gun in the first place? He legally had this gun. It was registered, apparently, to him.
With the body armor, like...
Dude, there's a store up the street you could buy that shit at.
Really?
Yeah, there's an Army surplus store right down the street. Seriously. There's a joke going around, because it's like, the block around Bailey and Seneca, where you could go buy lumber, adult videos, and Army supply stuff. Literally right there, and that's in that one block. There's the lumberyard, there's the Army supply store, and there's the adult store there. There used to be 2 adult stores there. Now there's a Tim Hortons where the one was. But yeah. I remember when my kid was little. There's when you're driving up Elmwood and you pass that one corner, I think it's Hurdle, and it's like adult books. You just see that big sign that says adult books. I remember going by there with my kid one time, and she says, well, what kind of books do adults read? Or something like that. And I'm like, I'll tell you later. Tell you when you're older. I gotta see my kid this week. I haven't seen her in months because she's been working. And usually she'll come over if she's not working on a Sunday. So she came over this week, and it was just, we were just kind of hanging out and talking about, shit that's going on, like the shooting and how, bad racism is, and also about, Roe versus Wade getting overturned, and how, we're fortunate in a way to kind of live in New York, where we're not going to have to worry about things like that because we don't vote that way. But we're still concerned about other states that are going to lose, these rights. And I really wanted to take my little voice recorder here and go to that rally and find some counter protesters, and just be like, hey, so what do you think the punishment should be if a woman has an abortion, if we overturn Roe versus Wade? And then when they inevitably say, oh, they should get the death penalty, I should be like, so you're so pro-life you want to kill people? Gotcha. I used to use the adult surplus store / Army / adult store as a landmark. I didn't click back over here, so give me a sec. As a landmark to turn down my headphones and wrap up what I was doing so I wouldn't miss the stop at the optical place, which is at the end of my street here, the optical place. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're almost here if you're by that corner with the adult store and the surplus, Army surplus, and the lumber yard and the Tim Hortons. That used to be a porn store. You know, I had Paula's Donuts yesterday. I don't think I've ever had Paula's Donuts, but they opened one down in Larkinville, and I happened to need to find a UPS drop box. You used to be able to take it to the store around the corner here, this little little bodega around the corner here, but apparently they don't take the UPS packages anymore. Like, it's not on UPS's website, so where can I go? And it's like, oh, there's a drop box in Larkin Squares. All right, I'm going to go down to Larkin Square. Let's go down to Larkin Square. And I got to tell you, I had a black man come up to me while I was waiting for the bus to go down there. And he said, hey, man, how long to the bus? I said, about 5 minutes. Oh, good, man. I don't want to walk. And then he tells me, his wife was terrified for him to get on the bus, to ride the bus, because of what happened, and all the, empty, the threats that have turned out to be empty in the interim since then, which let's hope that they continue to stay empty and that law enforcement keeps keeps an eye on anything suspicious like that. Like, this is a thing you need cops for, or law enforcement in general is to keep an eye on things like this and prevent them from happening. That's what we need. We don't need, police who are going to be like, oh, hey, that crime happened. Let's go handle that crime that's already happened. We need things that can prevent these things.
Yeah.
So,
nice to people.
Yeah. But I mean, it's cool to see, like, the Amherst police force put out on Twitter, hey, we're aware of this and we're looking into it, and we are going to make sure this doesn't happen. And there was a cop, a corrections officer in Orchard Park, posting, oh, clean up on aisles, whatever, at Tops. Like, dude, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
And so many people saw this post, and this dude got fired from his job as a corrections officer. He was apparently right near retirement age, and was about to retire. So hopefully he's not going to get his pension or anything. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently he is getting punished, and they're looking into anybody else that was involved in that post, because a few of them were apparently in law enforcement. So yeah, let's weed out the bad ones, guys. Like, I know I wore a shirt saying all cops are bastards on the live stream, but I mean, like, come on, they can't all be bad, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be some good guys who are like, no, you're fucking wrong. We're here to protect people, like, why else would you, I don't know. They can't all, maybe they're all bad, I don't know. But because you don't see the ones that aren't bad, you see the ones that are, and the ones that aren't speaking out about it, then that's why, you gotta subscribe to the all cops are bastards, mantra, I guess. Not trying to defend cops here, and I'm not trying to say that we don't need to defund the police. I'm just saying that it is, I'm very glad to see that they are on top of these things. I don't know why. I'm sure I can't imagine if this dude is posting all this shit on the internet, like a manifesto and all this shit that they found like almost immediately after this kid was taken into custody. Like, I can't imagine they didn't have the intelligence to know that something like that was going to happen. I don't know why that wasn't prevented. And, but it's cool that they're like now taking these things seriously, and anything that does get posted and kind of circulated on the internet, people are like, hey, this is going around, and kudos to the Amherst Police Department for saying, hey, we see this, we're on it, So, I don't know. But, yeah, anyway. I wasn't trying to get back on that subject. It just naturally flowed. Anyways. But yeah, my kid was here. It was fun. We got to hang out for a little bit. She was looking at guitars on Guitar Center's website. She don't even know how to play guitar. She's looking at guitars. She's like, yeah, I want to get an electric guitar. I'm like, oh, you want to try that again? Because I've tried to teach her before. The problem is, my kid and I don't know any of the same songs. I think maybe if I tried to teach her Sweet Child of Mine, she might know that one.
Really?
Her stepdad is a Guns N' Roses fan, as am I. So
I am.
right. You don't like that song because it's on all the time. And Brian always gave you shit for looking like Axl Rose.
Yep.
Right. So it is my least favorite Guns N' Roses song. That includes Chinese Democracy. So, and simply because that song is way overplayed. Like, you cannot turn on the radio without hearing that song. I can't watch Jeopardy without there being a reference to that song. It doesn't bother me to hear it. Just, if it comes on, I'm going to be like, okay, I don't want to hear this song right now. Or like if I'm listening to Appetite on anything other than vinyl, I'll be like, all right, skip. Vinyl, I'm just like, yeah, let it play. But, yeah, I can get, that song is just way too overplayed. You never hear like "Welcome to the Jungle" anymore,
No.
unless you're like
No.
watching sports.
That was like.
Like Paradise City, you never hear that on the radio.
No, you don't hear Paradise
November
City.
Rain.
November Rain.
You know what song is criminally underrated? Is "The Garden of Eden" off of "Use Your Illusion 1." Like, they put that out as a single. They put a video out for it, but that song is criminally underrated.
What was that one song they used in Terminator?
Fucking "You Could Be Mine."
Yeah, I like that one.
That's a good song too. Yeah, that's those are like my three favorite Guns N' Roses songs: "You Could Be Mine," "November Rain," and "Garden of Eden." So, so apparently I have an affinity for "Use Your Illusion" Volume 1. What's new, Pussycat? So we know a guy. What? It's bugging me, and I can just look it up because I'm friends with the guy. But what? We know a guy named Tom Jones, but he doesn't perform under the name Tom Jones, and I can't remember what he goes by. And I'm hoping maybe Jasmine knows, and I can just look it up. I'm sure if I want to, because I'm friends with him on social media. We go to this bar in Cleveland called Becky's. Before Yellow Sauce played at a place out there, and we're sitting in this bar, and we're this dude on this show. His real name is Tom Jones. Thomas, was it Thomas Vincent or was it Vincent Jones? There was definitely a Vincent. You're on the right path there. I think it might have been Vincent Jones, but anyway, dude's name, legit, is Thomas Jones. Jasmine goes. We're in this bar called Becky's. Jasmine gets the app on her phone for the jukebox and tries to play "What's New, Pussycat" on repeat. And this dude wasn't even with us at the time. So she's trying to play "What's New, Pussycat" on repeat. And they were like, they only played it once and then refunded her the rest of the money. Which, so like, yeah, 11 times she tried to play it. Which would have played like long after we were gone, I'm sure. It was back when the Guardians were still the Indians, but it was after they got rid of the Indian head mascot.
Yeah.
But you could still find that everywhere in Cleveland because it was like they just got rid of that mascot. 11 "What's New, Pussycats," and 1 "It's Not Unusual," which every now and then I'll interact with him on Facebook and make some kind of Tom Jones joke. But what are the odds? His parents had to know what was going to happen. Right? If your last name's Jones, are you going to name your kid Tom?
No.
Of course not. That would be like me having a son and naming him Clark. Come on. What do you think's gonna happen? But yeah, anyway, so yeah, Tom Jones. Good guy. I like that guy. He's pretty cool though. It's just he has an unfortunate name. Especially because he chose to be a musician. Like, okay, dude, and obviously, he's using a stage name, so like, can't you just like, why don't you just embrace it and just be like, no, I'm Tom Jones, and just go up there and start singing "It's Not Unusual" and doing the Carlton. It's not unusual, right? Yeah, do the Carlton. You ever watch Bel Air, the reboot of the Fresh Prince?
No, actually.
Yeah, if you have Peacock. If you have Peacock, definitely check it out. I watched it. It was great. If Steph's still watching, she could back me up on that. So, my next kid will be named Chicken Ramen. I don't know. I was sitting around with my friend Heather Meir. This is years and years ago because I haven't hung out with Heather in a while. I probably should. We live near each other. We just don't hang out anymore. But my friend Heather and I used to just. I was living on 18th and Niagara Street in Niagara Falls, which is just a terrible fucking neighborhood now. All of Niagara Falls is a terrible neighborhood now.
True.
But I was living on 18th and she was living not too far from me, and we'd just kind of meet up at the gas station at random every now and then and just be like, oh, what are you doing? You want to hang out? And we just, come back to my place. We'd watch we'd play like Tiger Woods golf.
Yeah.
Or we would watch TV. And the one night we're sitting there, we're watching VH1, and it's awesomely bad celebrity baby names. And we're just watching it. We're watching so-and-so named her kid Apple, and so-and-so named their kid, And this was before, Kim and Kanye had North and East and Southwest and whatever the fuck. But we're sitting there watching this show, and I'm just like, yeah, my next kid is going to be Nintendo Atari. Or Optimus Prime. Because I know I ain't having no more fucking kids, man. I'm done with that shit. I'm telling my daughter, I'm done having kids. And she's like, I wasn't that bad. I'm like, no, I never said you were. I've just done my 18 years. I'm done. I ain't having no more kids. If you want a brother or sister, you got to talk to your mom about that shit. And she's like, yeah, I'm not having kids either. So Meg is short for yes. This is if you watch Family Guy, Meg's real name is Megatron.
Megatron.
That is true. Meg's real name is Megatron. Because Lois handed him the birth certificate to sign, and it said Megan, and he just wrote over it Megatron. So yeah, that's true. I was watching Futurama last night. I haven't seen that show in a minute, but I was like doing some work, and I'm just like, we got to get out of here in a minute. Speaking of minutes, sitting here doing some work, and I'm just like, oh, hey, what's on TV? Oh, hey, Futurama. And it was the episode where they had to rescue the cast of Star Trek.
Oh yeah,
it's a good episode. I like that show. That show's pretty funny. I don't know. And also Enchantment. Like anything Matt Groening touches turns to gold, I guess. Anyway. All right, so Friday night at Bug Jar, that's 219 Monroe Avenue in Rochester. On the Cinder, my boys, they're opening for Bad Cop, and Homeless Gospel Choir. I am so ready to see Bad Cop again, and I hope they have merch this time. Because I saw Bad Cop with Anti-Flag, and it was the last night of the tour, so they didn't have any merch left. So I'm hoping that since this is not the end of the, not the very end of the tour, I might be able to get a Bad Cop shirt. And if you don't know about Bad Cop, definitely check out Bad Cop. I mean, songs like, Womanarchist, good song. Retrograde's a good song, and there's a song called Breastless because one of them they had breast cancer and had to have one of their breasts removed. So, great songs about, women's issues. So if that's your scene, definitely check out Bad Cop. And again, you can catch them Friday night. It's $15 in advance, $18 at the door. It's 21 and up if you're buying the ticket at the door. It's 18 and up if you buy it in advance. I've already got mine, but I'm well over 18, so anyway. But On the Cinder's opening that show, and we're going to end with On the Cinder today. This song is called Past, Present, No Future, and we'll see you next week right here on the Think So Joe Show.